We have a stream going on where we will be doing speedruns today from now until 3 p.m. And then after that, tomorrow we'll be doing fighting games, courtesy of Official and Rowdy. Pixelbar, yeah, courtesy of Pixelbar. But yeah, thanks very much, and we'll get started with the runs momentarily.
Let me know when to go. Alrighty. I think we're good, right? Well, welcome everyone. My name's AeonFrodo420. Today I'm speedrunning some Snowboard Kidz on the Nintendo 64. Welcome. There's a few people in the crowd. Thanks for joining me nice and early morning. If you haven't played Snowboard Kidz before, it's a Nintendo 64 like racing game. There's a few different characters you can pick here. I'm going to be playing Tommy because he's got the quickest speed, which makes sense for a speedrun. So before I do anything, I need to go into this menu here and do a bit of RNG manipulation, which is going to essentially give me like better items when I play the first race. So if you ever played like Mario Kart, the concept's kind of the same, where it has like item boxes that you go through and that gives you like random items. So by doing this, it's going to manipulate which items I would get. It only works the first race, but it works pretty good. Normally I use seed 24, if you've seen any of my other speedruns like last week at PAX. But today I'm going to use seed number 7, so it's a bit different. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so yeah, that essentially puts one of the time addresses into a position that works for me. So for this category, I'm doing all 9 races, including the secret levels, starting from the first. So I got no commentator today, it's just me, but it should be alright. Alright, have you guys got a timer? Yeah, I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, it's alright. A little bit slow. That helps for my world record timing, so. We'll say that. Yeah, we'll fix it in post. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Go!
Alright, good start. That's good. So yeah, this is in this first race. I'm going to pick up this first red box here because it's going to have an item in it that I don't need, but it's going to advance the sequence to a position that I want it in. There we go. So there's a few different mechanics in this game. The main one is this like boost jump I hit it. You can hear it when Tommy goes, oh. Essentially how it works is if you get into a straight line, you can crouch like I am right now. And once you release, if you hold it for long enough, you'll get a bit of a boost. So I'm going to pick up a fan here. Yeah, nice. That's good. But yeah, so what makes this game really frustrating is that little crouch boost. When I'm crouched, I can't use items, and there's an item. Beat up it. There you go. I'm getting told that I need to fix my microphone. But yeah, so essentially this crouch mechanic is really brutal because if I get attacked by an enemy item at the same time, oh no, I messed up. That's alright. But yeah, if I get attacked by an enemy item at the same time, I can't actually defend against it. So it's a bit of a decision making. Like, do I use the do I try to crouch boost to get as many boosts as possible, or do I need to be defensive and try to use defensive items? So see how it goes. It's a bit early in the morning, so I need to kind of get warmed up, but it doesn't matter. Oh, that was close. Yeah, so this category is NG+. It's essentially like has all of the boards and all the items like already unlocked by using the master cheat. It's a pretty competitive category. I'm the current world record holder, which I'm pretty stoked about. Picked it up maybe 3 weeks ago. So that's pretty good. Oh, I missed a little boost there, but it's alright. Normally I have a commentator to talk to. It's just me today, so you guys just have to listen to me talk nonsense for a while. Alright, here we go. That should be a good boost line. Yeah, there we go. So because I've used the RNG manipulation for this race, there's not a lot of RNG. The next level, or the next lap should have a pancake, which will be the first one that you guys see, hopefully. And but the later levels no longer have RNG manipulation happening, so it's just could be like real good, could be real bad. We'll see how it goes. I'd say we'll probably take about 53, 54, maybe 55 minutes, depending how long it goes. Oh no, that's bad news. Yeah, alright, there's the squish. Now everyone will know what I'm talking about. So that item squishes me, but as you can see, I've got another item in my item slot that protects from that, but I can only use it if I'm not crouched and I'm not in the air. So it's pretty brutal. It's a pretty mean game. Whoever made this is pretty mean. All right, so we're gonna pick up this last fan for the last lap. Hopefully that goes okay. Nice. It's cool to be back at RMIT. I actually graduated from here, so glad I graduated. Welcome. You can come in. You won't distract me. That's all right. All right, here we go. Big boost time. I'm in that corner a little tight. Should be a bit cleaner there. All right, this last little bit, there's about a 50-50 chance that I get squished. So let's hope not. So world record is like 52:30 something. Can't remember. All right. Oh, I got to jump over that rock. There you go. All right, first run done. So now is when the game becomes just a brutal RNG. And we need a lot of luck to really do quite well. But we'll see how we go. I feel like that was pretty good first race. A little bit of a mistake with the fan, but it's alright. Alright. Big snowman time. So normally different categories do the races in different orders. But this, as part of the rules for this category, you got to do the races in orders, which really messes with the flow, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, missed a little boost. It has kind of a similar thing to Mario Kart, where if you time the A press perfectly at the start, you'll get a little bit of a boost to the thing, but I kind of messed with it. Alright, so from now on, I don't know what items I'm getting. So start it with a rock. Not too bad. The rock is the worst item, but it's about 75% of the time, so that's double rock. That's not a deal. But better, more important than getting good items is the opponents not getting the really bad items. It sounds kind of weird, but that's the main guy they're looking for. Do not want to get just absolutely destroyed by enemy items. And so far, we've been alright. We've already had two kind of instances where we could have got hit there, and the game's been kind to us. Oh, there's one there. That's what we don't want. We don't want lots of those. Some of them are going to be inevitable. Oh, that tree's in a bad spot. That's alright. I'm going to cancel that. Alright, so far we've only got rocks. This happens a lot. Luckily, this level's pretty chill. The later levels, especially the secret levels, is when the game gets kind of stressful. I like the music in this level though, so that's good. Oh, that's bad time. Ooh, a bit of tearing there. I'm gonna let him stay out front for a little bit because there's a ghost item that works like kind of like a blue shell, where it slows the first place down. So if it times perfectly, he might tank it for me, but that didn't happen in that circumstance. Ooh. Alright, this is good. Alright, we're only getting rocks, but that is okay. Yeah, Snowboard Kidz is pretty like rough speedrunning game because of how much luck is like dependent on what items you get. So it's the kind of game where you just kind of sit there resetting over and over and over again, hoping to get good items, which I have not gotten this time. But in a marathon, that's not really possible. Ooh, I think I'll overtake him. Recently, some people in the community have kind of discovered that there's a bit of a mechanism that works with like rubber banding, whereas if you enter a gate here at the end and you're not in first place, you get like a really small top speed increase. But it's pretty minimal, and obviously you lose a lot of time by letting the opponent get ahead of you. It's something we've kind of been messing around with a bit lately to see if we can utilize it for some speedrunning strats. This game is not really like some of the other Nintendo 64 games like Ocarina of Time or Mario Kart, where it's been like decompiled and people know like everything how it works. We're still trying to kind of get through this. So at the moment we're getting absolutely just horrible RNG with the items, at least my items. Enemy items I would say about a little bit below average. That's alright. This is probably a reset if I was at home. But I reckon we can bring it back. Excellent. Oh, that's bad time. So I got swished again. Nothing we can really do about that. I can potentially try to crash, like, on purpose if the time's perfectly to prevent the full squish. But that's, it's pretty tricky to do. Oh, that's another one. Yeah, so the items are pretty interesting in the game, the way the game manages it. There's like a sequence of items. It's like 255 like sequence of different items, and it's very unbalanced. Some sections have like a bunch of good items, and then other sections, just like we're probably on right now, is just rock, which does nothing. It just puts a little rock on the ground, which I don't even use. So it's not ideal, but We make do. Alright. So I usually break the game down into like 3 sections, where it's like three levels in each section, so it's 9 total levels. So section 1 is pretty kind of chill. Section 2 is really like RNG dependent, and section 3 is really, really challenging. So usually I just want to like get through this without having too much bad luck. That's not a great time to get Ghost, but there's a Ghost essentially if I haven't showed it off yet. Just slows down my top speed. It's pretty annoying. Lasts for like 8 seconds, which is like way too long in my opinion, but not much you can do about that. Alright, 2 levels down, 7 to go. I think my girlfriend's pretty excited to get breakfast after this, so I'm going to try to be as fast as possible. Alright, Sunset Valley, we start to get a little bit more like bad enemy RNG. So the enemies essentially follow like a set path, kind of like a train track, but you can push them off the path, but then they just kind of revert back to it, and they usually rubber band into it really fast. So, oh no, I missed another boost. Nerves is getting to me. I'm alright. I blame the early morning. One day I'll get to do the late night seed. Alright, see if we can get a good item. Alright, we got a good item for once. It's good. So this is what I mean, whereas like I can boost here. I'll do one. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Because I started the boost, I can't actually defend from the bad items, so that's like just classic Snowboard Kidz being like really mean. I like to think this is probably the meanest game on the Nintendo 64. But I imagine most people who speedrun a game pretty consistently feel the same, that their game is the meanest, but I was recently talking to the Snowboard Kidz 2 speedrunning world champion. This is Snowboard Kidz 1, not 2. But he reckons the Snowboard Kidz 1 is just way, way, way worse. So I agree. I haven't really played that much Snowboard Kidz 2. I just... Oh no, hit the wall. I'm tilted now. But yeah, this game is just... It's mean. I feel like it never really went through like proper Q&A. But I could be wrong. It is from 1997, so... Are we only getting half sound? Ah, that's alright. They can deal with it. Ooh! Alright, here we go. So this little section here can be kind of dangerous. You guys have seen the squish, so if the squish happens when I'm over top of something dangerous, that's problematic. I can lose like almost up to 10 seconds. Oh, I broke a boost there. Oh, okay, that's actually really horrible news. So the fact that I got the parachute there, I call it the umbrella, but it's definitely a parachute. The parachute shares the item position with the fan. So if I get a red box, which is like a projectile, that means I won't get the fan from the next blue box, which is a little bit heartbreaking. The fan's very rare, but it gives me like a little speed increase, so it's alright there. Alright. That was a pretty good level. I don't normally play with sound because a lot of the songs give me PTSD, but some of them are pretty good. Alright, let's make sure these penguins don't get in a really dangerous position. Sometimes they go full kamikaze style on me. That one's alright. Oh, this one's an annoying spot, but that's fine. Alright, don't want to accidentally get this box, and I'm probably going to do that. Yeah, there you go. Overthought it. What are we at? We're at 12 minutes. Oh, yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. So often when I play this, I usually use a tool which tracks what items have popped up. And if I get enough unique items, it'll actually solve and tell me what items are coming. But I'm not using that today. So it's just pure luck today. Ooh, sketchy angle. Nah, we're at. Nice, good idea. Alright. This is a sketchy angle, but we're okay. Nice. I think that was up, but that's alright. So I got the icicle. That's not super ideal either. Nice. Apparently everyone in the room can hear me a bit better now, so that's good. Was I talking to myself earlier? I don't mind though. I often stream to 0 viewers on Twitch, so I'm used to just having conversations with myself. Not a big deal. Alright, last lap. And then we go into the brutal section, or at least the RNG brutal section. So far it hasn't been too bad though. We can get like a cascading effect of badness. But we haven't had that happen. Like, I don't think we've seen another enemy yet, which is a good sign. Oh, nice, didn't hit the ball. Alright, so we're in a pretty good seed now. We've gotten the icicle plus the invisibility board in a row. Ooh, I thought that was going to go bad. That penguin's getting close though. I mean, trying to like do some theory crafting with the penguin positions could help you determine your RNG seed, but haven't worked out how to do it yet. Essentially, all of the RNG is tied to an address which I call master time, which ticks really, really fast. It ticks like maybe like 10 different values over like 1 frame, and whenever you're in a race, it goes from like 0 to 56, 0 to 56, 0 to 56 every like couple frames. And depending on the position of that address and the value, that's where the game like derives all its RNG from. So it's where it derives like the item seed, and I'm pretty sure it's where it derives things like the penguins and stuff like that. Oh no, big mistake. That's unlucky. Might be able to get out of this in time. All right, we got out. That's lucky. All right, that's not ideal. Too much talking about items. I blame my co-commentator for not showing up. Oh, that was perfect. All right, yeah. See, that time, like, I ended the jump just where I needed to. So I wasn't in a crouch, I wasn't in a jump, and I can use the invisibility board to block that squish. Because it's squishy and getting squish sucks. Bit of an angle. Yeah, that works. Alright. Now we're heading into the worst part. What's that? 15:30? That's alright. A little bit behind the pace. Maybe 15 seconds or so behind the pace. It's alright there. Alrighty, so Night Highway, in my opinion, is the worst race in the game. At least from a speedrunning point of view. There's harder races, but this level has the greatest variance whenever you're speedrunning. You get a good seed, you can save heaps of time. You get a bad seed, you just have to instant reset. Alright, it's good to get the first boost. Alright, I want to get this blue box, but it's kind of sketch. Oh, I got it. Oh, no, I hit that wall. That's okay. So if we can get some invisibility boards on this one, that'll save killer time. If we don't get any, we'll be depressed. Alright, so there's a ghost. The ghost is... I hate getting ghosted, but this is one of the... not as bad, because this corner here is really brutal to get into. And sometimes have to bonk off the side. But by being ghosted, it's easy just to drive in. So there's another section in the game where it's like one of the few spots I actually want to get ghosted. And it often never happens, but... Oh, that's unlucky. That's really tight there. I need to like hug the left-hand side, otherwise I'll get too close. Oh, bit of a squish. So as you can tell, if I had the board to block that... Oh, there we go. I got a board. A little bit late, but that happens. Better late than never. But yeah, you can imagine how much time save you get by just getting good fortune with the items and being able to block all the squishes. So I often tell people who want to learn how to speedrun Snowboard Kidz well, the most important aspect is prayer, so that you have some form of deity to pray to stop the items from just absolutely destroying you. I'm going to risk this, and I missed it anyway. Oh my god, I'm tilted. Oh no! Yeah, see, that's what happens. Yeah. Because I was crouching and I was in the air, I can't block that. Oh, and I had tried to dodge that. We'll beat him to the gate, luckily. Oh, no! That's terrible. That's alright. Get a little speed boost, at least, from being second. But yeah, that's what happens. Like, you make a mistake, then an item hits me, and then the enemy gets close, and then they shoot me, and it creates, like, yeah, that was pretty annoying, but not even, like, close to the worst thing I've ever seen happen in this game. You can just get, like, chained, destroyed. And it's brutal. Oh, he's in a bad spot. Oh, he pushed me out of the shortcut. That sucks. Oh, and I got shot again. Now I'm going home. Cancel the event. And now I'm in reverse. Everything's wrong. Yeah, this is classic Night Highway. Oh, we've picked up a fan, so that's... I probably shouldn't have used that just then, but that's fine. Oh, I hate being in reverse. It's sketch. I'm going through here. Oh, that was amazing. Okay, that was cool. Someone clipped that. Yeah, see, he has like a weird angle when you go on this way. Oh, and she tanked the ghost. Okay, we're getting a little bit blessed. So as you see, like going through this shortcut, it actually puts me into second position for a second. Then I pop back out in first. But what happened was there when the computer was in first position, they used the ghost, which is like the blue shell item, which is like just that's what we want. And then I make mistakes. So I ruined all the time save, but put a little rock for that guy. But yeah, so if you get lucky, the time save can be kind of crazy. But that just means when you speedrun, you just got to sit there like, reset, reset, reset. I'm getting switched. So when I finish this lap, my board should straighten up again. So that's good. Because I hate going this direction. Oop. So in the world record, I have like almost a perfect Night Highway. Like I barely get hit by anything. It's just crisp. So that in itself is like a 25-second time save maybe. So if there's anyone out there trying to beat my record, have fun with Night Highway. Snowboard Kidz has actually had quite a lot of new speedrunners lately, which is pretty awesome. So we've got a pretty active community, so if you're interested in learning more about the game or learning how to speedrun, join the Discord community. It's pretty easy to find. If you can't find it, you got no chance to speedrun. I think that's fair, right? Yeah. Alrighty, let's get through here. Yeah, that's alright. Oh, that was clean. There you go. I don't think I made it through here without any bonks today, so let's see if I can show that off. I gotta get real left. Oh, I'm too right. Alright, we'll try the backup. Heavy stick. No. That's alright. Even going through there is still a time save, even if I hit the end. That's a recent kind of route change to go through that little shortcut. It's only possible in this category because the other board turns so badly that you can't really make it through. So I'm not super used to it, but oh, I missed a boost there. I'll get one here though. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, so the game uses really weird turning. I don't actually turn like left and right. You have to kind of go like left and down. It's pretty weird. Like if you've never played the game before, it feels like you can't actually turn. Where are we at? 21:30. Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, I hope I don't lose. Bombs. Alrighty. Oh, we had a bit of a lead. That's fine. Alright. Up next is the grass level. I don't know how you can snowboard on grass, but looks cool. Alright, let's do this. So this one has two paths that we can take. I usually take the right path first to deny enemy items, and then I'll go left on the later laps if I have an item to protect from their items. So that's my general thinking. Oh no, the icicle, that's what I wanted in my blue slot. That's okay. Alright, rock. But yeah, there's no real consensus as to which route is faster, right or left. It's I think right is faster if you're perfect. At least the time trial individual lap world record uses the right route. But yeah, not convinced. There's been a lot of back and forth. Maybe I'll have to get a task to work out exactly which one's better. I think doing what I do, where you have kind of like the dynamic decision making based on kind of what's going on, whether or not you should go right or left, works pretty good. So, oh, am I gonna get that? Yeah, nice. All right, big jump. There you go. Perfect. So what we've had 2 ghosts so far in the grass valley. That's pretty good. So I've got a bit of a sketchy jump clip through this little ramp here. That if it goes bad, we just ruin everything. But I'm good. Yeah, I got it. That wasn't the best, but it worked. Little boost here. Yeah. Nice. All right, that was a good lap. I'll take that. I'll give you a warning before I'm kind of only wearing one headphone, but yeah. All right, I'm due for a good item. Let's go. Prayer, prayer, prayer. Oh, and I got it. I'm actually the prophet. Yeah, you got a while. I'll give you a good warning. Alrighty. Oh, ghosts. We hate ghosts. That's scary. I'm not gonna do it. Don't want to embarrass myself in front of the millions in the arena. Did you used to watch Dr. Disrespect? God, I used to love Dr. Disrespect. Definitely the best streamer for a while. Then he went a bit crazy. Happens. H1Z1. It's good times. Oh, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh. Yeah, again, take a hit in the air when I have an invisibility board. That's just... I don't know how that made it through Q&A. Like, it was like, yeah, let's put an item which stops the squishes, but can only be used when you're not in the air and not crouching. That's just bad. Okay, so this ghost makes this jump kind of sketch. Extra sketch. Oh, no, we're okay. It'll time off. Or, alright, we made it over. But ideally, we do that quick one. Again! This is not as bad as last week. Last week, I was playing at PAX, and everything was going wrong, so... But still, one day I'll play at a marathon and it'll go like perfect and everyone will be like, damn, you're the best speedrunner ever. Maybe. Alright, so this time I'm going to go left because now I have an invisibility board. And plus I want to show everyone the left or out. You can make a decision whether you think left or right is better. Yeah, see how it's doing that like little flicking in the left corner between first and second? That is actually quite helpful because if there's a ghost, it'll go on him. And it also means when I pop out here, if I get a box, I'll be closer to the enemy, which means I can deny that box from the thing. He's actually way ahead now because the game gets confused as to what's kind of going on, which is really good. Though it is dangerous when I go to re-overtake him because if he has projectile items, he'll just shoot me in the face. He's also really far ahead. That'd be fine. The trick is to not panic and try to slow him down, because eventually he'll get slowed down from the ghosts. Whereas if I slow him down, then I'm just gonna get hit by an extra ghost, which is like a pretty common mistake new people do, because you get scared you're gonna lose the race. I might shoot him just to prevent him from. I don't want him to shoot me when I go past. There you go. That was perfect. Oh, see, I got ghosted, like, what, a couple frames after I overtook him? It's like the game's watching. And like, yeah, here you go. This is going to be annoying. I'm going to do that to you right now. Oh, and I'm in the air again. No. I'm going to spike my controller. I shoot him again. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's bad. I'm going to go this way because I don't want to embarrass myself and not make it over the jump. So I've said this before, but in Snowboard Kidz, it's better to be lucky than it is than good. Like, you could be pretty bad at this game, and if you got the god RNG seeds, you'd still world record. So it's like, all right. Next is Disneyland, my favorite level. I've played more Disneyland than anything, so it's good. And there's also not too much RNG on it. It's this last level in the middle section. When I'm doing like proper runs, this is like quite a good kind of calm down a little bit because it's not going to be too much time variance. But those last two levels, like, you could be minus 25 seconds on the world record, and you get to that level and you just go down to plus 15 or something. No money yet, so I can't get that. But I like the ceiling. It's a vibe. Snowboard Kidz 2 has like crazy... Oh, I forgot new tech. There's some new tech that I have to do there. That doesn't matter. But Snowboard Kidz 2 has like crazy levels. Like, you go to space, underwater and stuff. How you snowboard underwater, I have no idea, but that's too advanced for me. So this item's good. Remember earlier I was talking about like the train track concept? How the enemies... Oh, how did that happen? That's weird. That shouldn't happen. Don't know. Nice. Alright. Alright, I'm going to go for a risky jump over this T-cup. As a shout out to my best friend Josh. Oh, I think I'm on a good angle. Come on. No, didn't make it. If you time that perfectly, you'll go over that and it'll like push you forward. It's got a boingo skip. It's pretty awesome, but it's really sketchy with this board. So it's not very consistent. I think in the world record, I don't even go for it once because if it goes wrong, it'll push you backwards, and that's like real bad news. I want to see the chat. Is there a chat going? Hell yeah. Say what's up in the chat for me. True that. We need Summoning Salt to do a video on Snowboard Kidz. That'd be good. I'd make a feature in that. I've made a few cool discoveries, so. But yeah, we've been calling it the Snowboard Kidz speedrunning golden era at the moment. We've had a lot of record changes lately, a lot of new routes being discovered. Oh, I missed that again. I forgot the new tech. But a few of us have submitted runs for AGDQ as well. So we'll find out if we're going to get some Snowboard Kidz at AGDQ in January. Oh, no. So that happens sometimes. You just get randomly hit by projectiles that this guy just shot around about 4 corners. Also, another interesting thing about this game is that the computers cheat. So they follow racing lines that are impossible to actually follow, and they get items when they have no money, and they just like, oh, they shot me again. It's toxic. And I got parachutes, so that means I lost the fan. We're in shambles. But yeah, so the computers just do crazy stuff that like the player's not capable of doing, which is kind of annoying because it limits the ability to like mess with them. Whereas so as you can tell, I've got coins down the bottom. How it works is you need 100 coins to get an item, and the computer like generally gets the same coins. So I was testing for a while that you could like get the exact coins the enemy gets, so it can't buy its items from the first couple boxes. But even if you use like task tools to make sure the computer has 0 gold at all time, it can still just get up. So it doesn't care if it has no money or not. And there's lots of little examples like that where the enemies just do whatever they want. It's rude. All right. One more lap. What are we at? 32:45. You're doing all right. This is the last normal race, and then after this is the secret levels. Normally, I only do the first 6 races in a lot of the speedruns. I think this is the first time I'll be doing the secret levels live, so I forgot to use the new tech again, but that's alright. The next level is like the sand level, and it is the worst. Whoever made that is just absolutely the worst person in the world. There's a turn on it that's kind of impossible. You got to use like some weird strategies to get through it. And this board like turns really well. You can see I can turn it, but the normal boards barely turn. And making it through the sand level is like, it just kills runs constantly. Like you'll actually lose the race, and as part of this, you got to win all 9 races. All right, I'm gonna get this. Here we go. No, not today. Sorry, J-Monks. Oh, that ghost there happens like sub 10%. So 1 in 10, and we got it live. It's alright. Alright, let's do a cool trick for the crowd. There you go. Alright, hopefully no more ghosts. I think we're clean. Nice. Oh, that's right. Alright. That's first 2 sections done. We got 1 section left. The worst section. Or the hardest section for like the player. But luckily the RNG is more fixed. So it's good. So I think this event runs tomorrow as well. So if you're in Melbourne, welcome to come down and check out all the art and all the speedrun. It's pretty cool. Highly recommend. I think tickets are free, right? Yeah. I'm getting told the tickets are free, so if you're around, pop in. Alright. Let's go game. No. I was about to say, like, this is the level where if I get ghosted at perfect spot, it's actually good. But just as I was thinking that to myself, oh, I'm gonna get, yeah, that's depression. As you can see, that's pretty brutal. I don't want to go that way yet. Okay. Oh, blessed. Okay, we got a fan. All right. That makes it up for it. Ooh, scary. Yeah, so this is Quicksand Valley. It's just the worst. It's whenever new people come to like speedrun Snowboard Kids and they try to play this race, they're just like, oh no, I don't want to speedrun this game ever again. Oh, so that ghost is actually in the right time. This is the killer corner I was talking about. This corner here can't really be done without an item. You can perfectly with this board, but a lot of the other boards, so the options you get are pray that you get ghosted, pray a lot that you get a fan, or purposely crash to lose your speed, and that way you can make it through without actually falling off the side, but it's pretty brutal. Main thing is we just don't want to lose though. Otherwise the run will be considered invalid. Big jump here, boom, clean. Good. Nice. Ooh, bombs. So do I use my fan on this level? I mean on this lap. Or do I hold it for the last lap? I think that's kind of scared, so I'm not scared. I'm gonna blow it straight away. Don't hit that. That's okay. Gotta be brave, you know. sketchy? Yeah, that's fine. But surely this sand wouldn't have good enough friction to snowboard on these like flat bits, but that's just me. Alright, so this, I'm going to fan here, unless I get it perfect. Oh wait, we got a ghost. Okay, we'll save it, we'll save it. A little bit of good RNG. I feel like I can feel the lag difference from the retro tink versus my normal upscaler. I don't know if it's good or bad though. I use like a $15 adapter, which I didn't actually realize was considered terrible. But this time I'm using a retro tink, so. I reckon I'll finish about 54 minutes, so you got about, yeah, not too long. Which gives you like a bit of a break in the schedule, so. No worries. No. Not on purpose, at least. It's alright. I've played this game too much. I feel like I could probably play a bit of it blindfolded, at least the first couple levels. I'd rather have Snowman in my red slot than bombs, because the bombs have like an AoE thing where they, if I hit it, it'll also explode myself, so I'm going to be careful with them. Oh, yeah, nice way. Oh, it's sketchy. No, I made it. Oh, I might have done that perfect. No, I didn't. I got easy down. But yeah, as you can see, the fan like pushes you, so you can make it around that like rough turn. So ideally, you want to get 3 fans, but that's pretty rare because fans are like 1 in 25. Oh, I should have got that item. Oh, I think we're okay. Oh, he's right behind me. And this is the last lap. Nah, we're good. We're good. Oh, unless that snowball hits me. Alright, we made it. That's the sketchiest level, so making it through that is good. That one you can actually lose if we get like a bad cascading event. Luckily, we made it through. Getting the fan kind of helps. So. Alright, 2 levels left. Got some new people in the crowd. What's up? Alright, welcome to the snow level. Snow Mountain. This level is a little tricky, but I don't mind it too much. It helps a lot if you're using the item prediction tool for this level because you can get so many boxes. I'm not using that at the moment, but just in general, it's usually pretty good. Oh, nice, perfect stuff. Oh, and we got a fan, we're gaming. And I used it a little too early because I was hyped up. That's the kind of RNG we want to see. If we get that kind of stuff in a real run, then we're stoked. What else we got? What are we getting next? Oh, we got a rock. We don't like rocks. So I talked a little bit earlier about how items work. The game kind of keeps track of how long that you've spent in each level, and it gives you a value, and that the game then uses that value to derive your like RNG positions and your seed sequences. This level is kind of weird though. It's the only level where if you pause, the like the timer just continues to tick forward, and we have no idea why. I've been trying to work it out. Maybe I should learn Japanese because this game is made by a Japanese development company. Maybe I could find out. Surely the person's still alive. But we had a theory that you'd be able to use this level to like reset your seed value. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to do it. Also, this has been a really good lap. Oh, and as I said, I got ghosted, but that's fine. Nice. The third lap on this race is a little bit scary. There's like a section where if I get hit by a projectile, I can get smashed into the ground and I can lose a bunch of time, and it's hard to actually come back. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Big boost. Yeah, sick. This is another one of those dangerous levels as well, whereas if I make a mistake and hit a wall, I'm going to get slowed, and then the enemy's going to catch up to me, and he's going to shoot me in the back, and I'm going to rage, spike the controller, go home, all that kind of stuff. Trick for the boys. So far we're doing good though. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. It's dangerous. What's up? More people? Alright, this is where it starts to get dangerous. I'm going to boost, but if I get hit here, I'm going to be upset. Oh, yep, I'm upset. It's okay. That's actually not the worst. It's up here where I'm scared. So, luckily, I think I'm okay though. I'm not going to get that red box because I'd rather keep the snowman. Alright, this is a section here that I was scared of, so that's okay. And plus, it's the next level where it gets sketchy. Oh, we didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the boxes have like weird collision where they can kind of push you off it. I call it box boosting, where you do it on purpose, but it's like really inconsistent, so don't normally go for it. That one was just pure accidental. So I'm pretty sure there's like a new boost here that someone found. Oh, I actually got it straight away. Huge. And I think I can get one here too, the ghost. Oh, double ghosting. That's alright. So I'm going to let her go in first. But as you see, you can only go through the lift when it's like available, which is like, it's pretty fun when you're playing multiplayer because it creates like a lot of like fights to get into the lift first. But when you're speedrunning, it's kind of annoying. But now, because I didn't go through that gate first place, I was in second, should get like a little tiny top speed increase. It's pretty minuscule. But we'll take it. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Ooh, that's dangerous. I'm going to bomb him like that. Alright, this level's a little stressful. So how many have we got watching the Twitch stream? Like 80,000 maybe? 90,000? 100,000? Sweet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so this is where I don't want to be slowed. As you can see on the right, there's like 2 enemies real close to me. No, no, that's exactly what I do want to happen. Oh, I'm going to make it over there at least, so. Oh, we almost just bricked this whole run then, everyone. If that had gone worse, I would have lost this race, which means the run is considered disqualified. But I should be okay now. I'll put some rocks down just to make it safer. Oh, so the fact that was icicle. I think we're okay there. Alright, we made it. 47:15. Alright, one last race. This one's has 9 laps though, so it takes a second. But I reckon we're alright. I reckon we're aiming about a 54-minute total time, which is probably like maybe top 10 on the speedrun.com leaderboards. But it's a couple minutes away from world record, so. So this one has Shinobin, the enemy, and he cheats like more than anyone. The guy on the right there, he just like pulls items out of nowhere all the time. It's pretty annoying. Alright, so I have to get this red box, otherwise I'll get shot in the back. Ooh, we pulled a fan straight away, boys. No! Okay, that's just depression. So I used my good item just as I got hit by the bad item, so that just cancels it out, which is depression. I'm gonna get shot. Oh, no, not a squish. Yeah, see? He should have got squished. He cheats. It's okay then. I'll hold that for a second. There you go. That's alright. Stupid ninja. Shinobi. Baited him into using his thing. It's good. Yeah, we've theory crafted a couple strategies where you can actually switch to his character. The problem is the ninja character Shinobin can only use his special weird boards, and they kind of handle a bit weird, and they don't have as high top speed, so you kind of lose a bit there. 2 ghosts in a row sucks, but that's okay. At least we'll tank it on the lift, so it's not as bad. No, I don't want to do it. Shout out to everyone watching at home and all the Snowboard Kidz speedrunning community people. Appreciate y'all. And like I said earlier, if you want to learn more about Snowboard Kidz or speedrunning in general, come join our Discord. And if you want to do, well, this event's connected to ozspeedruns.com, right? Surely. Oh yeah, I blew myself up. Well, if you're interested in speedrunning in Australia, I recommend joining the Oz Speedruns Discord. That's how I found out about this event. So, but there's a lot of cool people in there, and they put a lot of awesome events on. So, highly recommend. All right, so the fact that we're in 3, we came into that gate at 3. We do get a little bit of speed increase, which is good, but probably lost more time than we'll save. Let's chill there. I'd rather kind of sit up the back and then let them fight, and then later on I'll overtake when it's important. I'm gonna shoot him in the back. Oh, you got ghosts at least. Oh, yeah, and he kills both. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So it'll be time after this last lap. So we've still got 4 laps to go, but I'll give you a little warning. Yeah. It'll go goal! And then everyone will cheer. I'm just joking, you don't have to cheer. See ya. That's very cathartic, shooting that guy in the back, because the amount of times he shot me when I've done like really good runs is just... it's a lot. The vengeance is deserved. Oh, and we got to the gate just before the squish came, so that's mwah. More of that, please. Was that another one? I think that was another one. Someone clip that. Put that on my YouTube channel. So we're at 51:30. Yeah, we've got a right pace. I'd say the RNG has been pretty good on this run, but honestly, I underperformed. I could have done better. I blame the early morning stuff. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's 2 ghosts. That's very rude. You can even get 3. I've seen 4 once, but it kind of just ticked over for a second. If you use tasks or emulator tools, you can just like spam ghosts on yourself until you can't move anymore. It's pretty fun. Oh, I'm gonna lose my board. Oh, well. Oh, I got another one. Blessed. Good. Alright, 2 laps left. Oh, so I think we just missed world record, so couple seconds away. More like a couple minutes, but happens. Alright, good jump there. So this is when it gets a little bit dangerous. Like if I have a bad string of events, I could lose this race, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to put a bunch of bombs over there, because why not? Alright, last lap. Let's keep it together. 53.17. That was awkward. Whoever clapped just then. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're pretty. There's a few people here. No, that's good. Alrighty. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go. We got to end the run with a nice squish. A nice block of the squish. Alright, and that is time. Amazing. What did it end up? 53-52. That's not bad. Anything in the 53s is good. Anything in the 52s is great. Anything in the 54s is alright. Alright, well, thanks so much for having me, everyone. Really appreciate it. It's a great little event you guys got going on. And like I said, if you want to know more about Snowboard Kids, join our Discord. And feel free to follow me on Twitch and YouTube, AeonFrodo420. Thanks again.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's on.
My name's MorganMustDie. We are here at, what is it called? Ready Start Art Market, doing a little bit of Fez speedrunning here. For those of you who tuned in last week to the pack speedrunning, you would have seen a little bit of Fez any percent today. We're going to be doing all golden cubes, which is more of the standard run, I suppose you'd call it. So, we're using speedrun mode today. So, if you guys, are you guys ready on the timer? Sweet. All right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Sweet. Now, as you can see in the top right here, we actually have a speedrun timer of our own. So we'll see how out of sync that one gets with the marathon provided one
We'll be
down in the
keeping
bottom
track.
left.
We'll
We
be
will be
keeping
keeping
track.
track. So this is Fez. It is a 2D, 3D platformer where the world is rendered in 3D, but we can only see it from one of 4 2D perspectives. And the game's mechanics revolve around platforming using optical illusions and perspective tricks and things like that. Traditionally, there's also a whole bunch of weird hidden puzzles and such in this game, but we'll be doing all golden cubes today, which skip a good lot of those. It's going to be pretty standard. This is really it's the platforming skill show-off run of this game that just involves moving as fast as you can. There's no nonsense, there's no confusing secret codes, secret puzzles and hints and things like that. It's very much just, yes, bog standard platforming speedrun. Get from one place to another ASAP. As always, we meet God at the very beginning.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Whatever the plot for this game is, it goes over my head.
But something's happening.
Something
Definitely.
is
Definitely.
happening. This is the golden cube of all golden cubes fame. He splits into all of the golden cubes that we will be collecting as we go along. The kind of central golden cube prime, so to speak. You can see here the kind of perspective kind of thing I was talking about. This is a 3D world we're existing in that rotates around at our whim. Well, at our whim eventually, once we collect this deific religious piece of headwear.
Yeah, once you are chosen.
Once I'm chosen, which, you know,
It was bound to
happens
happen
to me
eventually.
pretty regularly.
Yeah, of course.
It's every other day I wake up and speak to God first thing in the morning and tells me I'm the chosen one.
Yeah, the God, they love you. What
Yep.
can I say?
You were born to get world record in Fez any percent.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll happen someday. So now that we have that hat, we have the ability to change the perspective of the world at our whim. But by doing so, we accidentally kill God. My bad. And from here, we're left to pick up the pieces. These are all the golden cubes that we'll be collecting in an attempt to put God back together. Ooh. I was getting some weird feedback in the headphones there or something. I'm not sure what that was. All right. Yeah, it's gone now, but it was just briefly there. There was some
Some bits.
All right, here we are. Now the game begins. Main cutscene over. Just kidding, we need to wait for this guy to float all the way down.
It's always something.
It's always something with this game. So as you can see here, this is our 3D world that we exist inside. And it's my job to, navigate, find my way around.
Don't worry, you don't need to read any of that.
None of this is
Not
important. It's
Not
just telling me,
important.
like, hey, you really screwed up really badly.
It's just like all of the lore, but
all
like
of the lore in that one
you
conversation.
don't need any of that. Don't
No.
worry. Don't worry.
Go collect some stuff. Do my work for me. Yeah, this is Dot. Dot's a little, I don't know, demigod that follows us around
He's
and
a guy.
wants to talk to us all the time, and we could not care less. So yeah, it's a lot of how can I use perspective to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, as well as just to like line up jumps so that they are. Oh, that's the kind of thing you don't want to happen right there. It's the kind of thing that loses you time. You have to land first. So every time you touch the ground, your position kind of gets updated in 3D space, so to speak. Which means I can do things like that. You're getting that weird audio stuff too, right? I think it's coming back again.
Barely.
So we're just kind of clearing out our hometown, you know, robbing them for everything they've got, and then we're going to leave and we're going to head off for the big city.
But like everyone steals from schools and stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's
pretty
fine. It's
standard.
fine. It's their culture. They expect it.
Yeah, it's different here. You know, they're very share focused. We wouldn't understand living
No,
in this,
No, of course
you
not.
know, kind of consumerist dystopia. Alright. So we're the first person in the history of our little town to walk through that door, by the looks of things. And now we're heading off into the big wide world outside. These are golden cube bits. You collect 8 of them, you get a golden cube, and in our adventure today we are looking to collect 32 of those.
That's a lot of cubes.
That is quite a few. But, you know, time flies, it'll be over before you know it.
I mean, that god was a pretty big guy, so
Yeah.
I guess it's to be expected.
We only have to collect half of him, really, because the other half is the secret evil cubes that we won't be dealing with today.
So really, it's no work at all.
Yeah, really.
Only
it's,
half the
It's
effort.
no biggie. One thing with this run is that it is one of the runs in Fez that requires us to speak to 4 owls in our adventure. And owls only show up in the nighttime. This game has a day-night cycle that's not too long, it's a couple minutes. But it does mean that we need to route to visit the owls, you know, when they're available to talk to. And as you can see, the sun is rising right now, and there is an owl in this next room. So I need to reach and speak to this owl before he flies away. Otherwise, we lose several minutes worth of time standing around waiting for him to come back. So I am very hopeful that I'll be able to make this jump and go speak to this owl before the sun rises enough that he flies away. Alright, there we go. That's fine. Bye, buddy. That's going to be a source of anxiety for me this run, because missing those owls really does mean a couple minutes of...
Everything else though, super easy.
Oh,
it's just
super
the
easy.
owls.
Nothing
It's just
to
the
worry
owls.
about. The owls are the big worry. That and the fact that there are a couple positions in this run where you can just get soft locked if you do things in the wrong order. But I've come prepared for those.
And I do recommend not letting that happen.
It is
Yeah,
kind
it is
of
advised.
against, you know, conventional wisdom for, you know, a speedrunner to do something that stops them from continuing to play the game.
Yeah.
Unless you're
yeah.
going for like a soft lock descent. How fast can I break things?
Did he just let a bomb explode in his hand?
Yeah, he's fine. Death is very kind of forgiving in this universe. You just kind of,
He's just kind of hanging
you're
out.
just kind of like, oh, I died, but now I'm fine again. You'll notice that if I ever fall off anything, that I just kind of hit the ground and then just zoom right back up to where I was beforehand, like it's no big deal.
Just like real life.
It's really not.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Just believe in yourself, and you can survive anything. Alright, these are the mines. You don't see the mines very often in Fez speedrunning. They're kind of a... Oh, and then you fall right off. That's important there.
But as you can see, he's fine.
He's fine. He
Literally
came straight
nothing.
back.
Nothing happened.
Wait, there we go. That's better.
Do you get punished at all for falling, or is it literally just?
You lose time,
As
which, you know,
in,
is
like,
the worst crime.
if you were a
imaginable.
normal person and was playing this game as intended.
I wouldn't say so.
Not that anyone would do that.
No, of course not. No one would play this game casually. Only for speedrun.
Only for speedrunning. No one cares about any of the lore, the story.
Nope, the lore, the puzzles, the history,
don't think so.
everything.
I don't think so.
Nobody cares.
Mm-mm.
That's not true. I love this game.
I'm sure many people have
People love
analyzed
this
it.
game. There are puzzles in this game still unsolved, depending who you ask. Although someone came up with a solution for one the other day that no one could really find fault with, and everyone
Plausible?
just kind of went, you know what, I'll go with
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Yeah, sure. Yep,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, I've been asked to project, so I'm going into...
So unfortunately, we will have to start yelling.
Going into commentary mode
Ah.
here. You'll see there, I threw that cube, moved my mic a little closer. There we go. Oop, I lost my inertia on that there. That's a mic strat, that is.
You're just not good at the game, I
Yep,
think.
that's true. I mean, really, I was in my muscle memory. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing, which you should never do as a speedrunner. You should always be switched on and paying attention to what you're doing. All right, you're going to see a weird little perspective jump here where just due to the nature of the game's engine, sometimes you jump and you wind up behind the thing you're climbing instead of in front of it. Doesn't really happen to casual players, but it happens to me a whole lot.
The game just doesn't like you in particular.
Well,
I
it
think?
doesn't like speedrunners because, you know,
Yeah.
we're disrespecting kind of the engine, I
Oh,
suppose, aren't
okay.
we?
So it's a punishment.
It's a punishment for me,
Good to
yeah.
know. Good to know.
It's what we get for trying to go fast. Which is strange because this game has a speedrun mode in it, so you'd think that they'd, you know,
They knew what was coming.
they knew what was
They
coming.
knew.
I don't think they did. The speedrun mode has a whole bunch of unique kind of strange issues in it that aren't present if you're just playing from like a normal save, but luckily I know how to avoid all of them. These are perspective warps. Basically, if you rotate in midair and Gomez, who's our little guy, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Did I call him Gomez earlier? Oh, hang on. You want to die there.
That
If you fall off there and you land in the water, that's like, well, you survive falling.
it was all planned.
It doesn't bring you back up to where you normally are. Real loud, real loud. It's right up against the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you fall off something and then land in the water, that means you have to climb all the way back up whatever you just fell off instead of it just dropping you back where you started. But yeah, if you jump and rotate while Gomez is in midair, the game checks if you'll be sandwiched between any level geometry on both sides, and if you are, it goes, I'm going to move you somewhere else, just so that doesn't happen. And we take advantage of that to kind of zip around and warp to places that we're not supposed to be. It's quite handy. Even if it, you know, doesn't really serve much purpose, other than to confuse new players.
But like new players, they just don't get
Doesn't
it.
matter, no.
So
Who cares about the casuals?
I mean, you're the only one that really matters. I think.
Me personally.
Yeah, you personally.
They made this game for me specifically.
They did. They knew you would love this.
Yep. And I do. Thank you very much, developers. We're going to do a death cancel here. If you're falling to your death and you see a door, just walk through it. And he forgets. He forgets that he was plummeting to his death.
Yeah, just like in real life.
Just like in real life. One of the most realistic games I've ever played.
Oh, absolutely.
I too.
The graphics.
I too see in 3D.
Complete realism.
But I feel like I'm living in a two-dimensional world. It's quite deep, really.
Oh,
It's about seeing
100%.
things from different perspectives.
I hadn't even considered.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say anything about it there because all of the perspective warps in that room, they're kind of cursed for me. Literally, if I ever say anything about what I'm doing, I lose the ability to do it with confidence.
Don't say anything until after.
Literally just pretend you're not even playing, and you'll get a perfect run. This is one of the only rooms in the game that you can't rotate yourself. You need to climb up here and do it manually with this big machine, which is kind of cool, but also kind of annoying. Those moving platforms there are the bane of my existence, because I can never predict whether or not I'm going to jump up high enough to grab them without, or to, you know, make the jump without having to grab the ledge, which can be quite annoying.
Nah, you're a natural. A natural.
I am. I was
100%.
born for it.
100% success rate.
Yeah, I've never failed a trick ever.
Never.
So when I'm going through these little warp gates, I walk to the side, step just outside their range, and then immediately back in, and that lets you skip the animation of using them, which is kind of strange, but very easy to miss and screw up as well. So it's kind of like spend 3 seconds setting it up for maybe a 6-second time save, but if you miss it, then you lose 9 seconds.
But
it's really, it's...
This game is just full of
4 to 5 second time
Yeah,
saves. Yeah.
you'll lose about you lose about
Well,
5
like
seconds.
4 to 5 seconds.
Yeah.
On pretty much every single thing I do. If I screw it up, it's about 4 or 5 seconds. I really hate this room that's coming up. This is maybe my least favorite room in...
Ever.
Actually, no. There's a room in the sewer that I hate even more than this room. Which, you know, those in the know. I might tear my hair out doing it in this run. But it's fine. Or I'll get it first try, and it won't even matter.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
We know. We know.
It rides the line between doing it in 1 or 2 attempts or 18 attempts, which it has taken me in the past. But this room, it's got these weird up and down platforms here, and we have to carry this crate across them. And doing this slow is easy. You just wait for the one you're on to be above the one you're jumping onto, like that. But if you're like this, and you just want to jump straight across, you need to jump like a good second before you actually want to jump, because Gomez takes twice as long to jump while carrying something.
Well, I'm glad it's you having to do this and not me.
So I did that room without problems, which is quite good, quite nice.
You're just a natural.
I am not. I am really bad at that room, and I just got very lucky. Like all things in my life. Had nothing to do with my personal skill level. I was just very lucky.
This entire run, it's
Entire
just
run?
all
I mean,
luck.
This is the furthest in this game that I've ever made it, I think.
Never even played this before.
No, I'm completely spitballing here. All right, that was a good section. Not that I was dreading it particularly, but I usually go into that section just prepared to lose an unbelievable amount of time. All right, this is fast archers, and I'm not going to do fast archers. There is a fast cycle in this room that is theoretically possible, and some people do. That scares me. So I'm going to do this room nice and slow.
In the respectful way.
In the respectful way. The way the developers intended. By corner kicking off of every single one of these corners instead of climbing up them.
It's just parkour, really.
Yeah. The devs put all this time into like a really nice like climbing animation for when you grab a ledge, and I'm just going to ignore it. Because it is faster to jump off and then change the direction that you're moving right as you jump. And then we sit here waiting, and then we go. Alright, and that's archers done. We're going to do another little mini warp skip. There we go. Out of there. Where do I go from here?
I've never played this game.
Owl. There's another owl I have to go speak to. Okay, hang on. Quickly, while the sun's down, let's pop into here. There's another owl on top of this little Bon Iver hut out here. We've spent enough time in the old dilapidated ruins of a city. Let's go hang out in the woods for a bit with the animals.
Reconnecting with nature.
Exactly.
Mm.
One animal in particular I'm very interested to speak to is this owl up here. Who, as I said before, if you come into this room and it is not nighttime, and as you can see, the sun is rising, so if you spend too much time in that last section, he won't be here when you come visit, and you'll need to sit around for 2 minutes waiting for him to show up.
Is the intended game mechanic to sit around?
Well, I mean, the game doesn't really tell you that you need to go find the owls and speak to them.
But it doesn't tell you need to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's kind of
figure it out.
That's kind of the bread and butter of this game is, oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to be doing that. Yeah, I've seen those owls around. I didn't know I was supposed to be speaking to them. And then you speak to one, and he reads you a haiku or something, and you're like, oh, I guess that might be important. They are important for, there is one single golden bit right at the end of this run, which is why we need to speak to 4 owls. So there is 1/8 of one golden cube that this entire run pretty much hinges on, cycle-wise. We go to all this effort of speaking to 4 owls for one single bit that we have to collect later, because you got to get all of them.
Yeah.
It says all golden cubes. That's every single one.
Can't miss a single cube.
Can't miss a single owl. So that's like, every owl that you speak to is like 0.016% of, you know, the completion criteria. But if you miss one,
That's it.
that's 2 minutes lost. So I'm really quite hopeful that I don't miss any of them. Because I don't want to go over estimate. That would be very rude of me.
That'd be pretty messed up.
It would be pretty messed up. They'd take me out the back and old yell at me.
You'd never speedrun again.
Well, I'd never do much of anything again. This room is much harder in any percent. I just waltzed straight through it here. Like nobody's business. Alright, we've made it to the big city, but everyone else has left. Turns out this place hasn't been the big city for a while. Everyone went somewhere else.
I bet the rent is really cheap now, though.
Well, it's kind of squatters' rights. You can just move in, I'm pretty
For
sure.
free?
For free?
In this
yeah,
economy?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
But I'm not interested in real estate. I'm just here to rob the people who used to live here of everything they own. This is where the king used to sit.
Yeah, they got big ass chairs.
They got big ass. He was a big ass guy. That's a new strat for that room I developed yesterday. You have to walk in and then leave immediately. These are black holes. This is like the one room that black holes are guaranteed to spawn in. I've been very lucky that no black holes have spawned so far. But after walking in here, black holes are kind of activated, and now there's a chance I'll be seeing them everywhere. They're just a little... There we go. See? Immediately in the next room. Here are the black holes.
It's just a bit of set dressing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, they definitely
It's
don't
fine.
ever get really in your way and are really annoying, and I wish they were doing literally
Absolutely
anything else
not.
other than being there. But that's kind of the extent to which RNG impacts this game, is just whether or not you get black holes in a certain room directly in the way of where you need to be. I want to drop down here. I always forget. There's a very fast way to move through that room that I've just completely forgotten. And because of all of the perspective stuff, it's like, if you're standing, 2 blocks to the left or 2 blocks to the right, when you rotate, you wind up in completely different places and
A pixel too far.
pixel too far. And so all of the fastest routes for each room are incredibly specific. You need to be standing in this exact spot, climb this exact spot here, rotate standing in this exact spot, and then you'll wind up where you need to be. Ooh, this is a tough jump. There we go. Yeah, every time I grab a ledge, I'm doing I think it's not quite frame perfect. I think it's like 3 or 4 frames you get to kick off the ledge instead of climbing up it. And
That's
then
that's
jump in
a bit
whatever
of
direction you
leeway.
want.
That's
It's
doable.
enough leeway for
It's
me
doable.
most of the time, but they are quite difficult. An advanced strat, I would say. This isn't the intended way to get through this room, but it's the way I like to do it. Here's a friend of mine. Hey, buddy. That's Al 3 of 4.
Not much to say.
Yeah. He's a quiet guy. They're quite,
Humble.
well, they're introspective, introverted, I'd say. They think a lot, they observe.
They're very wise.
Yeah. It's kind of the style with owls. This next room is one of the annoying meta puzzles that we'll be ignoring. There is a clock tower in here that locks into your system time, and based on what time you enter the room, you get rewarded for a certain puzzle. Luckily, it doesn't spawn any golden cubes, so we can just ignore it, because that is
Not
a
our problem.
whole thing, not our problem. In other categories where you need to collect the cubes in here, we have a macro setup that opens our system settings, changes our system time, and then changes it back again. Because actually doing the puzzle the intended way would take literally days. Literally like a whole week of sitting around.
Longest speed run.
It could be. If
internet.
you wanted to do like intended percent, I guess you'd say, for Fez, where you don't use any system exploits.
I can't.
That would be a several day long
yeah,
run.
I can't imagine playing this game as intended.
It's been a very long time since I played this game as intended. I don't even know if I could do it anymore. That's the library. I'd like my library to look like that someday.
You'd like a
Just
library.
billions and billions and billions of books. as far as the eye can see. All right, cross your fingers. Good. Okay, the game can crash while walking into this room for some reason. And it did not happen. That's one of the problems I alluded to earlier.
No, it's all part of the game mechanics. It's meant to happen.
Yeah, intended. Ooh, that's close. All right. I need to be careful here because depending on what time it is, a blue cube can spawn. And given that the name of the category is all anti-cubes, if I collect this blue cube, it is technically an invalid run. I'm going to try to get through here before it spawns. Yes, there we go. I just missed that. Otherwise, I'd have to wait around for that to disappear before I could continue. There's like a slight delay on game time in the headphones. Is that something we can deal? All good. It's not too big a deal. Play this game with my ears closed. Not many things you need to rely on audio cues for. Although, Paragon did do a blindfolded run of this game, which is maybe the most insane thing that I've ever seen.
And how long did that take?
It's like an hour for any percent. And they did all the tricks that I can barely do with my eyes open, so
Okay.
good on them. This
They
is the
stay
lighthouse.
humble.
It's my favorite room, and we'll barely be doing anything with it in this category, which is, you know, I'm not upset about it or anything, but it would just be nice. Just be nice. I'd like a category that's just
You just
spend
stay
the whole
there.
time in this room. We don't do anything else.
Category where you just spend 10 minutes there.
It's just
and
it's just a
nothing
day
else.
by the seaside %. Yeah.
Holiday percent.
And now we've already left. Right. Coming up, we've got some ladders to climb, and if I don't catch them on cycle, how much time do you reckon I lose?
Oh, maybe 4 or 5 seconds?
4 or 5 seconds, but it doesn't matter because I got him. This game has weird like climbing mechanics. If you jump, it doesn't matter kind of what's directly in front of you at all. If Gomez's feet are overlapping with something and you grab, that's the thing that Gomez will grab onto. So, if you're even 1% still over the ladder underneath the one up the top, you'll grab the wrong one and it will leave you behind.
No, that makes sense to me.
Yep. Just like real life.
Exactly.
Like we said, most realistic game I've ever played. Alright, I gotta take care in here because, for whatever reason, after I collect this bit up here, if I enter this door before Dot has finished speaking to me, the game will just soft lock and I won't be able to move on the other side. There we go. Soft lock avoided. That's the last big one, I think. The only other problem potentially we could run into is getting to the owl room at the end and finding out that even though we spoke to all 4 owls, just one of them didn't count.
You've had
For
that
some
happen
reason,
in a
which,
run before, haven't you?
I am the only person that's ever happened to, which was fun. I love being the unique victim of a run-killing
No,
bug
not real.
right at the very end.
Not real, I think you're making it up. Never happened
I
before.
caught it on camera, I swear. Alright, this is a whole area dedicated to platforms that rotate without your, without your input. So, you gotta move quickly because if you're too slow, your perspective will just change, without asking you. And suddenly you'll be looking a different way. And the last owl is in here, which luckily, as you enter this area, the time of day is hard set, meaning it is pretty much impossible to miss speaking to this owl when you get here.
Oh, finally a polite owl.
It's a very nice owl, this one. And I didn't make that jump. And they call me a professional. Could I have just done this puzzle the intended way? Oop! That was me failing one of those 3 or 4 frame little jumps there. Everyone act like that didn't happen, please. Oop! I'm just failing everything in here. Maybe I won't catch this owl. It's a lie. I will.
Impossible not to catch the owl.
It's not impossible not to, but you probably need to lose like a minute and a half to some tomfoolery like that in order to do it. It's the scariest room in the game. There we go.
There's
That's
a rat
fine.
in there.
Yeah. Terrified of rodents. No, it's just that if that little, I don't know what you call it, windmill piston thing rotates before you can walk through the door, you got to wait for it to turn all the way around again. You would have seen the owl there briefly. He's loaded in. He just needs to do his little flying animation here. Hey, buddy. Alright, I've successfully spoken to all of the owls, so this run will finish without me having to sit around for 2 minutes waiting for one of them to show up.
That's always a good start.
That's a relief. That's a huge relief. I'm pretty chill on the rest of the game then, if I didn't screw that up. Although I did encounter a unique bug in this room the other day as well that no one else had ever seen before.
You're just subject to so many things.
I don't know what it is about me specifically. The game appears to love just throwing stuff at me that makes no sense. You get extra high jump there if you jump like on the last pixel of the ladder. Alright, no bugs in there. What happened to me the other day was one of the platforms on the left there just decided to have no collision. And I could not stand on it.
As intended.
As happens. You know, just like in real life sometimes. The floor just decides it doesn't feel like flooring today. Alright, I'm going to do a little double jump here. Hopefully. If you jump within a few frames of collecting one of these, you get to jump in midair. Saves almost no time, it just feels cool. So yeah, off to the end of our little windmill section here. There's not a single anti-cube puzzle in this whole area. It is just nice platforming, golden cubes.
It's just a good time.
It is just a nice time. Classic platforming. No nonsense. No go to the other side of the world real quick and learn how to read an alien language that you've never seen
No
before.
chores. No chores.
No maths. Oh, that's nice.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah. There we go. You just have to kind of stand in here. It's nice and slow. And this is the one of the only warps in the whole game that we can't skip. The platform underneath it is just too small to get out of its range and then step back in. So this is the animation that I'm skipping every other time. As you can see, I'd like to skip that. It's a very nice animation, but
you don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. I've seen it enough times. Okay, this next room sucks. I hate it. There's a big... I don't even know how to say it. This whole room has nothing in it. It's just a mission to make it to the top, and it takes like 90 seconds, and there are so many things to screw up. And if you're doing a run of this category, whether or not you PV, pretty much comes down to like how I mean, I've already started making mistakes. It all comes down to just how fast you can get through this room. And of course, everything's rotating on its own without asking you first.
Very impolite.
It is quite impolite. That's my job. And I didn't get up high enough to grab that barrel there, so I got to launch all the way up here. That's a time loss right there. And I missed that one too, see? It's just terrible.
Foolish.
I'm missing cycles left and right. And I call myself a speedrunner. These ones rotate while you're standing on them, which is very impolite. Okay, I made it through. This is going to go up next, isn't it? Yep, alright, I got to stand around waiting for this one to face the right direction. And it is all skill issue too, is the thing.
It's bad when you have no one to blame.
Yeah, I can't blame anybody but myself for not getting through this room fast enough. I had a run on Thursday that was like 30 seconds ahead getting to this room, and then I lost like a minute and a half. Yeah, just dealing with stuff. I kept falling off, and then I'd get to the next obstacle, and it's like, nope, sorry.
That's it.
You gotta wait. This is your punishment. but this was relatively painless. I missed a couple jumps, I missed a couple cycles,
It's acceptable.
but as far as the big super spin room goes, I have definitely had worse in here, so I am not going to complain. Got some more ladder tomfoolery up in here. More big spinning stuff. Luckily we can use some perspective tricks to speed up our movement through there. And then we skip that warp gate. Glad I haven't missed any of those today. They're tough to get.
Are they? You make it look so easy.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say?
You're just that good.
I am just that good. Alright, we're off to the sewer, which has, just everybody's favorite room. Favorite room in it. There's a jump you have to jump on the last possible frame, or what feels like the last possible frame, and then rotate on the last possible frame. One after the other. So it's 2 frame-ish perfect tricks in the same jump. I got that wizard jump there. Usually you grab that ledge, but if you grab it right as the elevator's getting to the top, you can kind of steal some inertia from that elevator and make that jump without grabbing it. Feels very, very cool. Alright, here we go. We're going Mario mode. Alright. Some cool lighting in here. This game really, there's a whole bunch of sections you can go to that have their own kind of unique little art styles and lighting systems that we rarely see in any % runs that are really fun. It's just a shame about that one room, which is coming up right after this little spinning cutscene. We'll be going into my absolute favorite room, and I really hope I get this first try, so it seems like I've been hyping up this room and then it's the easiest thing in the world. That would be very, very funny.
Everyone cross your fingers.
Everybody cross your fingers. Alright, here we go. It's not this one, it's the next one. This is like our big sewer hub area. And then through here, I gotta jump off this platform to the right and grab a grate. And it really doesn't seem like much. I cannot believe that. I got that first try. That's
work well under pressure.
maybe that's what I need. When I just do runs of this 4PB, I need to have a whole bunch of people in the room watching me, and then I just won't make mistakes anymore.
You gotta have a speedrunning party every time.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun though. I'll avoid those black holes there. There we go. Soundtrack in here is very good as well. Oh! Please. Oh, right.
Watched.
Yeah, those little floating platforms have some weird collision to them. Sometimes they just like stop your inertia dead while you're walking across them, which can make it very difficult to make it to the end there in one go. Alright, there's one of the weird, confusing meta puzzles in this room. One of my favorites, and we are just going to ignore it. We are only coming in here because there is a single bit up the top.
Don't worry about any of that.
Don't worry about the very incredibly cool puzzle that's in here that the developers are like really genius for finding a way to do. I am just going to walk straight past. Couldn't care less. Alright, the guru levels in here are very annoying. They rise depending on how long you turn that little crank for, like how long you're holding onto it. And there is a bit at the top of this room that we need to... Oh, hang on. I've screwed that one up.
Damn, he begs for mercy.
He really does. It's quite violent. Okay, there we go. There's a tough, weird, like, warp jump there. All for this. I think there's a key in here. Yeah, so the water levels in this room are based on how long you hold on to the crank for rather than how many times you turn it or something like that. Which means for this one bit at the top of this room here that I need to have the water in a very specific level to reach, I need to be very careful. Okay, that's good. I think that's like the perfect height. You can get to that jump and there's like 6 different possible heights the water can be at. Some that jump is makeable, some it's not.
And mean, this guy can't swim.
He can't. Well, he can swim. He just can't swim in radioactive filth sludge.
Why not?
Not a fan of waste.
Not a fan. He's allergic.
Yeah, he's allergic to refuse and garbage and filth. Can't blame him, really. I'd probably beg for mercy swimming in sewer water as well. I just can't teleport back to where I was standing beforehand like he can.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
Yeah, it's the one thing in this game that's not realistic.
One thing they have over us.
Alright, we'll be leaving the sewer now. So, wave goodbye to the soundtrack, everybody. We're heading back to that annoying, stinky industrial area from before. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got to count there or I get lost. I don't have my fingers to count on because they're busy playing the game.
They're doing stuff.
Usually you just pick that bit up as you come through. Expertly dodged the black holes there.
My God.
I know. Please don't put black holes in this room, please. Please. Please.
You're gonna jinx it.
This is the worst room in the run to get black holes in. There we go. Okay.
Little do you know, it's full of black holes
secret
right
black
at the
holes.
top.
It is a very easy, boring room without black holes that becomes a very difficult, boring room if there are black holes.
Challenge mode.
It is in pretty much every other run, black holes are not even a problem. They're like a non-issue that you don't have to worry about. This one specific room in this one specific category.
That's how they get you?
Yeah, they catch you out. The devs knew they hated. They didn't want anyone collecting just golden cubes. We gotta put those people in their place. Read any good books lately?
I
Just
don't even know how to read.
You don't know how to read?
No.
Well, you'd be great at this game then.
Because you skip all of that.
Yeah,
you don't
we
listen
skip
to
all the
anything.
dialogue anyway. We'll do some fun ladder perspective tricks in here. Basically, you're supposed to rotate all of these ladders to face the same way so that when you spin to the side, they all line up. But you can just jump around them like that. It's super easy.
As intended.
Yeah. Okay, this room's also annoying. There's a bunch of plates at the top here that love to spin around when you are trying to climb them. And where they wind up is completely random, so you can't predict it. Here they are, my best friends in the world.
Oh, they're kind of cute though.
They are, and they've got a little fun noise that goes along with them, but
relatively painless.
yeah, it's an easy game. Yeah. And all the tricks are super easy as well. And all the rooms that are super hard and that I complain about, I'm actually just a G.
Yeah, you just want to stay humble.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's all staying humble. All right, we're heading back to the first little hub area that we started at, and we are going to head to the graveyard, where we'll meet the owls for a little bit of an owl hangout.
Ooh, exclusive club.
It is pretty exclusive. You got to know a lot of people, a lot of owls.
At least 4.
I mean, I'm only showing up if there's bits at the function, you know?
That's true. I get it. I get it.
All right. This is a very confusing thing in here that gets a lot of new players, is that when you walk into this cabin, you're in this nature area, you get in here, you go, there's nothing in here. And then you leave, and you're in a completely different place. And I know a friend of mine did that and did not even notice that he'd come out from a completely different place, and it made him very, very lost. He got like 3 rooms away, and then went, hang on, I swear this isn't where I came from. Alright, so this is our last hub area. We're gonna, you know, grave rob a little bit.
As you do.
We're nice guys, really. Respect for the dead and all that, but I do want to take your gold back home with me. So we're gonna rob all these graves, and then we're gonna head to the final area and try to put God back together with everything that we've collected. First things first. Let's go say hi to my buddies.
Your besties?
And hope that all 4 of them fly in. Alright, here we go. This is the last little soft lock potential right here, is if there's not 4 owls flying in. There we go. We're all good. Alright, thanks guys. Good to see you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, I love the head spinning.
Yep, and that is literally the only reason we speak to these owls at all, is to collect that 1 bit that's in that room. Oh, what fun.
Yeah.
How much time have I lost to missing owls and then having to stand around?
You know, a second or 2.
A handful of minutes. This way. There's invisible platforms in here you can only see when the lightning strikes, which is a ton of fun. Everyone's favorite mechanic. Things you can't see.
Yeah, you love it.
Luckily, I'm
Got it all memorized?
I'm pretty sick. I know where they all are. Yeah. Now we head here, off to the mausoleum. I'm gonna rotate here, jump in front of this tree, and then rotate back. It's gonna warp me all the way over to the left here. It's fun. I'm loving stuff like that.
Why are there trees so long?
You know, arborists. You pay for a good arborist. You want to get your use out of it.
I suppose.
Well, you never hired an arborist before?
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not.
No.
Not your style, really.
Not my thing.
You're more of a
Not my
hedge
thing.
person.
I am.
Up to the little ghoulie room. There's a ghost in this room you can speak to who lets you know that, just so you know, there are some invisible platforms in this area. You might not be able to see them, but they are there. And
Very
considering,
important that you know that.
well, considering that we had to climb on those invisible platforms in order to get to this room in the first place, I kind of wonder, you know, what the purpose of having that guy in here is.
Can you get up there without the platforms?
Invisible platforms are required to get to this part of the room.
Okay.
So, you know, thanks for the heads up, I
I
suppose.
guess.
Yup, back onto this tree, over to the other side. I'm going to try to do this climb all cool. I'm not going to miss a single jump. I'm not going to rotate where I don't have to. Everyone's going to go, Morgan, you're so cool. You didn't miss a single jump, and you didn't rotate where you didn't have to. I missed a jump. Never mind.
I didn't see it. I wasn't looking.
Everyone could boo me. You can put my name in the list of most embarrassing speedrun mistakes of all time. My movement here is not very good. We might need to practice a little bit. But I hate practicing, it takes effort.
And you usually don't speedrun this
Ever, yeah.
ever.
No, it's definitely not something I do fairly regularly over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MorganMustDie.
I've heard that that channel actually has really good art.
It's got really good art, yeah. Whoever made the art
it's
for
pretty
that.
crazy. I don't know who did that, but
Oh, there's another potential softlock walking through this door, but we didn't get it. I forgot about that one until right now. Good thing nothing happened.
that's how they get you.
That is how they get you. Yeah. Alright, we're going to do a very cool little double jump here, hopefully, if I can get it. Again, like, not frame perfect, but almost frame perfect. Like, frame near. Frame perhaps. That saves like 2 seconds.
And that's a lot of time.
I think I'm the only person in the world who does it. Just makes me feel cool, you know, makes me feel special.
Get to brag a little bit.
Yeah. Look at me, ain't I great? If you like the head movement before, wait till you see this one.
Oh, I'm ready.
This is the big scary one. Quite a frightening place, graveyards.
Nah, he chill.
Chill. He's got those evil eyes though.
He's making sure you're on your best behavior.
Yeah. You aren't stealing from the graves, are you? No, sir. I swear.
Oh my god, I would never.
Me? Alright, that's the graveyard done. There is nothing of value left here, so it's time for us to head back to our home country, all colonizer alike. Alright, we're about to do some time travel stuff. As you do in a game like this. It wasn't confusing enough. They had to add time travel right at the very end. We head back in here, back to where we started. These little loading screens, by the way, where we stare at dot for 5 seconds, no purpose. They serve no purpose.
They're just there.
They are literally just there. They're not there to load anything.
They want you to appreciate.
You can remove that loading screen and everything happens as intended.
You gotta appreciate Dot.
I don't want to appreciate Dot. No one likes Dot.
Why? What did Dot do?
Dot won't shut up. I want to get busy speedrunning. I don't care about lore. I don't understand the lore even if you did read it all to me. This is Flatland. This is where the one-dimensional people lived. Way back in the day. And then the owls came to them and gave them a second eyeball or something.
They got depth perception.
They do got depth perception, but only left and right. Which, I mean, if you ask me, that's more than anybody needs.
Yeah.
I guess it's like width perception, height perception.
Some kind of perception.
Some kind of perception. They built some pretty good statues for people who couldn't see in 3 dimensions, though. I'll give them that.
They can feel.
They can feel, I suppose. There's a weird little perspective rotation in this next area that is literally just 100% up to chance whether or not you can get it. I mean, there might be a method to it, but I've never worked it out. You just head to the left and you rotate twice, and you either wind up on the correct side of this city, or you don't. And it's 4 or 5 seconds lost if you don't get it.
That's a lot of time.
That is quite a lot of time. Yeah, this is like the future. I got it.
Woohoo.
There's no one in the future either. It's a pretty empty world, really.
It's just you.
We should go somewhere that there's people sometime. Slightly less depressing.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so in love with that idea. I think I might do a bit now. After another one of these cutscenes.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
That serves no purpose and doesn't load anything.
It's art.
Yeah, it's nice to look at, I suppose. It's a little meditative period where you can sit and really think about what you're doing.
You gotta reset.
I have to clear the mind.
Is that guy's head? What? Okay.
He's wearing a headband. He's a blue-collar worker. He's got to keep the sweat off his brow.
Their heads are very large.
That's because their brains are so much bigger.
So you're...
Yes, that's a real lore
Cool.
thing, is
Cool,
that
cool.
these people are very smart and Gomez isn't, and so their brains are much bigger. And then there's like super intelligent people who have massive heads.
They're all head.
They are. Yeah, mostly. Imagine having a head the size of your body. Be
I
very top
shudder at
heavy.
the thought.
I wouldn't be jumping around like this, that's for sure. Alright, of course, we're going to steal all of these people's belongings as well. It seems like they don't really mind.
I mean, they're so smart. They should know.
Yeah, they've
Right.
moved beyond material things.
They don't care.
They even have QR codes in this universe. Alright, I have successfully collected everything and not forgotten anything, so that's good. That's always a worry. Is there some bit somewhere that I've
Could
just
be.
walked straight past that I've completely forgotten? But no, there you go. That is our final of the all golden cubes. I had to jump there in case I talked to a girl. You want
And
to avoid that.
that's very scary.
Talking to girls loses time, yeah. Alright, this is the warp gate. This is our reward. This is how we reach enlightenment. You collect all the pieces of God, and then they bring you here. Where we stand around for a minute waiting for it to do its funky little animation thing.
Bang.
You can fill this time with whatever you like. Do the Wordle. If I'd been prepared and thought ahead of time, I could have said I'm going to do the Wordle during this cutscene as I normally do. But And now we are off to the moon. This is the moon, of course.
Looks moony.
It looks fairly moony. At least I think it's the moon. In the game files, this room is called Pyramid, which, I mean, there's a lot more going on in this room than just the pyramid. I would say, in fact, the pyramid is probably the least interesting thing happening in this room.
It's
but,
the start.
You know, it's the devs. They can call the
It's
rooms whatever they want. I like to call it the moon, though.
It's got a lot of craters.
It's moony, you know? It's moon-like.
It's planetary.
It's moon-esque. And this room's on a cycle. The door at the top that takes you to the very end of the game spins around. And if you want to make it through that door without having to rotate, you cannot make a single mistake in this room. All of your jumps need to be the exact right height.
Perfect.
You need to catch the specific ledges and not any of the other ledges. And if you make a single mistake, you miss out on going through that door. So I'm going to lock in a little bit here.
Stakes are high.
Stakes are pretty high, and it would be pretty embarrassing.
Very small.
I am very small, and I move much slower in here. All of my animation.
That's got to be the moon.
That's got to be the moon. Gravity's lower on the moon. That's one of the things that I know about it. Alright, things are going pretty well so far. This might be a successful turnless moon. I've gotten past all the bits I normally struggle with, but there is one difficult jump right at the end that I might miss. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Bouncing.
I think I got it. Comfortably. That's turnless.
Huzzah.
First ever marathon turnless. That feels pretty good. It's not a rare trick for me to hit, but it's a
Under pressure.
under pressure. It's a difficult one to get. To do a room with no mistakes is pretty up there in terms of difficulty here.
You're just that good. I think that's it.
Pretty sick. All right, we're talking to God again. We've become enlightened. God lives at the top of the moon, obviously. If you'd read Dot's dialogue about the lore, that would make sense to you. Yep. Unfortunately, we only collected half of God. We've only got 32 cubes instead of 64, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems.
I'm sure it's fine.
We'll be fine. Except, bit about, oh no, the game's crashing. Oh no, look at all these bugs. That's meant to happen. That's meant to happen.
As intended.
As intended. Yeah, the game reboots itself. It's fine.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I
It knows what it's doing.
I broke it. All right, time is coming up in about 20 seconds when I walk through the door of Gomez's bedroom, and that'll be the end of the run. What was my time again?
I don't know.
It's not a PB, that's for sure. It could have been a PB. I've been narrowing in on a new PB in this category recently, but there we go. Time 57:09. Pretty happy with that. Yeah. So yeah, this was Fez, all golden cubes, and I mean, if you thought that was interesting, if you think the mechanics of this game are kind of cool, I recommend checking it out. There's a lot I didn't do. There's a lot of like hidden, extra
Do
cool,
you
very
recommend
complex
playing
puzzles.
as intended first?
I
Before
recommend
speedrunning it?
doing everything you can to understand a single thing that's happening in this game on your first playthrough, and then giving up afterwards and deciding to speedrun it instead. Okay, I'm going to pause there so you don't see the cutscene at the end, because that's very cool. I'm going to keep that secret, and then I'm going to head off. So yeah, thanks Ready Start Art, and we'll move on to Celeste after this. Thank you very much.
Very nice.